Good game.
Good afternoon and welcome to Draw 4 of the Stu Cells 1824 Halifax Classic. My name's Teresa Breen and I'm joining you this afternoon along with my co-host
Jocelyn Adams.
Great to be here and thanks everyone for tuning in from within the Atlantic bubble as well as across Canada. We'd like to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Steel Subaru, as well as our partner sponsors, Superline Fuels, Stu Cells Realty, Clark Painter, Manulife Securities. Without your very generous support, this event would not be possible.
Just the most important.
And I'd like to introduce today's two teams on sheet 8. We have Team Andrew Gibson at skip, Mike Fleming at third, Chris Grancelli at second, and filling in for Jake Fleming at lead is Mark Robar. And they're up against Team Colin Thomas from the Remax Center in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. And at skip, we have Colin Thomas, third, Stephen Trickett, second, Zach Young, and lead, Mike Mosier.
Awesome. Today's game is on our feature sheet 8. And this is the second game for these teams. So it's the quarterfinals of the B bracket. So these teams had a chance to get used to our ice in their first game last night, and so I think today we can expect that they'll be settling into to adjusting to the ice, and we should have a great game with lots of rocks in play.
Line's good.
And it's triple knockout, right, Teresa?
Yeah, so it is every game is an elimination, and once you reach 3 losses, you're out of the tournament. So these teams. Both lost their first round game, but still a couple lives left to go and lots of great curling ahead, Jocelyn.
Awesome. It looks like the ice is really quick. I know in the past 2 games that I've watched, there's been lots of curl, and it seems like it's a great sheet of ice to make finesse shots, and I expect nothing less today.
For sure, and we can see the teams are right at it already, throwing up a center guard and coming around. So we're in for a great game.
Hurt line. Hurt. Right on top. Line's tighter. Still close. Line's tight.
I'll just point out that Colin Thomas is one of 5 teams here in the tournament from Newfoundland and Labrador today. So there's lots of teams from Atlantic Canada here in this event.
That's good.
I know in years past there's been teams from all over the world. We had Bruce Mowat from Scotland last year attend, and Glenn Howard. So this event is usually well represented from lots of well-known teams.
Yeah, definitely. We're very lucky to be in the Atlantic bubble here with our low COVID cases and be able to welcome the top teams from the 4 Atlantic provinces. So it's great, and as well just to give a shout out to Newfoundland and Labrador of having 5 teams in the event. I think the success of Brad Gushu's team has really spawned a lot of interest in the province, and we're seeing just some fantastic teams, not only in the men's but in the juniors, both in the men's and women's coming along, and so it's great to see these teams live.
Definitely.
There's a 4.
A really well executed sequence of draws here. So clearly these teams they're coming out to play and making the most of this nice curly ice that allows teams to make any type of shots, both the uplates and these soft finesse shots.
Way out here. Line's better. Yep. Where? Finish it.
Yes, it's definitely impressive to see this type of play already in the first end. So the ice looks good.
Just out and farther, Pat.
We're so fortunate here at the Halifax Curling Club to have such fantastic ice conditions.
Yeah, shout out to our ice maker, Adam McCarahan, and his crew. You know, consistently, both Jocelyn and I play out of this club, and you know, we are spoiled with this fantastic ice every week. So it's truly a pleasure to play on, and I know the teams are excited to be here, and they'll be enjoying the curl.
Yep.
And just a correction on the lineup. Mark's filling in today, Mark Robar for Jake Fleming, but he is throwing second stones today. And Chris is at lead. So just want to make that correction
That's
there.
pretty good. Light's okay. That's really good.
Chris just got in a heavier path, maybe to go wider. Not a great miss.
Line's close. Bit of room here. Room. Mike. No.
Yeah,
Really
so the
gotta
two
dive
teams
over
had the teams get
Just the
a
four,
brief
finish the
practice
four.
before the game start, where they
Hard
do
over four, no more. No
complete a
bump,
draw to the
fella.
button to
Right
determine
right
who
to it.
has last rock in the first end.
Great
And
shot.
we
Great
again
shot.
had a
Go shoot.
really close draw to the button with both teams hitting parts of the button. So, but Thomas won on the measure, and so they have the hammer here in the first end. And it looks like things are setting up nicely for them.
It looks like they got a feel for the weight through their practice for sure.
Not a lot of great options. Yeah. Swisker high.
So throwing third rocks today is Mike Fleming. He is the brother of Paul Fleming, for those of you who don't know. And Andrew Gibson, who skipped this team, has quite a bit of experience, to say the least. 5 Brier appearances, World Championship with Mark Dacey, so we should be in for an interesting game. He definitely has experience behind him. But this younger team from Newfoundland and Labrador has a great deal of experience as well. Colin Thomas represented Newfoundland and Labrador 3 times at the Junior National Championship, as well as a CIS champion himself back in 2011. So lots of experience today here on the ice.
Zach early. Yep. Line's good. Yeah, Zach, hard. Heads up, here. Right here is perfect. No finish. No. Off. Sit. Gotta sit down. Okay.
Just a slight over curl on that guard there.
Yeah, that's often, it's usually where the miss is on the overcurl, just because of the amount of swing. So it can be challenging for teams to make that adjustment to take enough room to end up in the position that they want.
And this club is certainly an exception when it comes to the ice conditions and the amount of curl. I know you really have to put it there in terms of the rotation you put on the rock. So if you don't get out to the broom, the tendency definitely will be to over curl. But this also allows for ample opportunity to get access to any of the rocks. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's that's what the players want is to be able to play any
Don't
shot,
forget to this
whether
side.
it's
Let's go way out here.
the upweight
I think that's
peels
okay.
and run backs or the soft finesse backline hack weight shots.
2-3.
And with this type of ice, it really allows for all shots to be made. So again, we should see some terrific shot making today, as we've seen the last 3 draws.
And if you notice on this shot, he's taking edge of the 12, maybe even a little bit more.
Okay, line's good. Just 3. Wider track.
Yeah, we're seeing somewhere between 4 and 6 feet of curl,
Mike.
and that's
bit. No,
just
we're good.
that's outstanding.
Right here, boys. It's good there. Leave it. It's good there. Good shot.
Over here, I guess. I guess I gotta go out
A
there.
little further out. It's good, but it's
Thinking.
hard to get.
They're moving that broom out. They're going to be taking a ice on sheet 1 shortly.
So we can't make the shot. It's perfect, but
I think at this point,
they got less ice than we had.
Gibson's just trying to cut them down, maybe.
Fleming is a little tight on his, but I'm thinking probably for T-line
Yeah, it's
out here,
pretty
I gotta
clogged
throw
up
like a
down the
60.
center path there, so it's really just trying to keep them to 2, or if he can. I mean, there's still opportunity here to draw
Yeah.
one around and possibly get shot even. So.
He's out there. He's out there though, so he should be all right. It's corner buried, yeah.
It looks like that rock didn't quite finish up the way they had hoped.
Yeah, it looks like it had great lines.
It did.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit
I'm
light,
just debating whether we
and
plan
probably
it or
going
not.
down a newer path there without
Because if we do
many
these-
rocks thrown it that wide. But
That's real
the
nice, yeah.
sweepers dragged it a long way, and
We're almost flashing.
You'd hate
hopefully
to
prevented
be a bit wide. You'd hate to be a bit
the
wide
other
though.
team
or
from able to
point
get
at
in
the
for
guard.
the third shot.
The guard's probably the safer call.
Yeah,
If you can get it out there.
somewhere between the 50 and the 60.
What's his draw over here? He can still make this.
Like, we guarded. We still got this. We gotta play it.
No, I know. You see, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's never getting shot. Right?
That's probably.
I want to find a way to hold me too.
Is he slashing?
Well, I mean, you can't stick it.
I know, it's hard to stick it.
He's probably just tapping into here, then we might be towards the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a
You
really
just threw it
good
down that way,
setup
Ted.
here
Maybe a bit
for
easier than this.
Team Thomas for their dues. So now it's just really
I think we
what
need
they're
out here.
discussing
Almost,
is making
yeah,
sure
right.
they protect that deuce.
Right.
As Gibson would likely want to tap up that rock he just threw on his next one.
We
Yeah,
don't
they
need to
certainly
put
don't
the
want to
guard.
set something up for them.
What's that? Yeah, 2-3 in front
I
of that
think
hill.
so.
Make sure we're out there.
He does that, then he's got.
Kind of split am I looking at? Is it a bit slower
Couple
down this
shots
line? It's so far
possibly.
out? Yeah. Okay.
You tap that side, tap that one. Yeah, you can. It's hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, line. Line's fine, line's fine. Whoa. Little bit. We're good.
So it looks like
It blocks that off.
this guard is in a pretty decent spot. I think it was within range from where they wanted it.
Yeah.
That's a great shot to be able to, with all that curl out there, to be able to hold the line and not over curl. And well done.
I think he's only shots that draw in there, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
Not seeing a lot of options here for Gibson to try and get in there to cut him down.
Hammer that one in.
There's a wall of guards out front, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Get about half rock.
Do you think I can get to there?
Hard to hurt yourself.
They're looking at the out-turn draw, potentially. Which if they
Well,
could
you
get
a big
through that
chip from
port
the line, you're right.
and get in for second shot, that would be an ideal situation.
Somewhat wide again here, probably with middle.
That is a very
What?
tight port, and there hasn't been a lot of rocks down that side of the sheet of ice so
Yeah.
far, so might be a little bit of a different path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There, you think?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But if nothing else, if they come up short, that's a good plan B to block off a potential free.
I can get
So
in that, the way it walks in there, I can get to the
there
side of the
are
forefoot.
options.
He could freeze that right now.
Yeah. And you know what? At the end of the day, if it ends up short, I don't know what speed is out here. I'm guessing it's a little gritty. It's not horrible because it maybe blocks his
You got
draw.
a couple options.
And then he just has to.
in off, right?
I'm happy to give him two.
You're a bit wide. You got it because this yellow should come down.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's way out there, but I think he's got to be.
Leave it if you're short. Just leave it if you're short.
I think you called it there, Jocelyn. Just a fresh path and just didn't give it enough to get there.
No, I don't like it. Like we've got our two right now, right?
But if nothing else, that does block off the draw. So I think it was a good plan B.
It's way out there though. Just in.
Yep.
See how these rocks just red?
It's going to be difficult to try to
Right, yeah,
get
you
in
hit
for a
those,
third
you
point.
just- all you got to do is get an 8 foot, right?
But we'll
So
see
if
what
you-
happens.
As long as you got good line, you've got a lot of room to work.
He's got a
with.
couple options to
think
tap
just
up
inside
some
eight.
guards, either on the side that he's calling or that same side
Probably like a 10.
that Team Gibson
So
just
if
threw
we hit
down.
it dead on,
Yeah.
we're still all right. I think that's close, isn't it? With 10. Yeah. A straight tap. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, from our end down here, it doesn't look too bad to
Nose
throw that
is
tap,
perfect.
so that definitely is an option.
You're playing just a straight
Their
tap.
yellow is, I think it's half 8 foot. We need full 8. Maybe even a bite of the forward.
Seems to be taking the road more traveled here. The several rocks have gone down, and they know the
What I
speed.
just threw, but it's down the good track, yeah. Okay. Line's close. Whoa, what was that? Whoa, whoa, no! Curl.
I feel like that was a
Real
force.
good there.
That rock just ran a little bit straighter with a little bit more
Weight was
weight,
pretty
and
close.
so that'll be a 2 for Team Thomas from Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah, great start for the team. They really seem to catch on to the speed well in the first end, and nice to start with an opening deuce.
Now this year is a little bit of a different year. I know from my experience, it was difficult to plan what this season would look like. But one thing that we've noticed as soon as we came in is how different this team's jackets are. They're super colorful, and they have a dairy cow on the back.
We like the cow. They
Yes.
have the cool uniforms with
Yeah.
the cow on them. Very distinctive. So well done to the dairy farmers of Newfoundland and Labrador. You're well represented.
Yep.
Just a 6, line's good.
So at lead stones, we have Mike Mosier.
Steven,
He's throwing down that fresher
Bring it right in,
path,
boys.
that's for sure.
Gotta
Might be a
in.
little heavier
Let's
on
go.
that side.
Full 12. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You called it again, Jocelyn. The call was top 4, but still a good shot. He came into the 12-foot. And as we would expect, Andrew Gibson's calling the corner guard. So both teams showing they're ready to play, looking to generate lots of offense.
One thing I noticed the past couple of draws is just how
Get it
strong
on
the
center.
sweepers are across the board. It's really impressive. And that's such a huge part of the game right now is not just sweeping, but communication in general. And it's really enhanced the game.
Line's really good. Line's good.
Yeah, all of these teams out here, in the off season, they're working hard at the gym to train,
Bit of a finish here. Bit of a finish.
and especially
Are we
for
heavy?
sweeping, it's certainly
Just
with
finished it
curling
here.
being an Olympic sport. These
That's
are top level athletes, and they have to train to be able to endure. These games run 2 to 2.5 hours, and teams are usually playing
Just
at
control.
least 2 games a day. So you need to be in great condition.
And at lead stones for Team Gibson, we have Chris Grancelli.
Whoa.
And he definitely brings a lot of experience to this team as well. Chris is a Nova Scotia Tankard champion and 2-time mixed champion. And just an all-around really positive guy
Control's
to
good.
have on your team.
Control.
He's a Cape Bretoner, right?
That's right. Shout out to all of our friends and folks tuning in from Cape Breton today.
And if for those tuning in from the rest of Canada, if you haven't been to Cape Breton yet, it's a beautiful part of Nova Scotia. I did my COVID vacations in Cape Breton this summer and did three golf trips up there. It's just and lots of fantastic hiking. Just a beautiful part of Canada.
Definitely, and that's about as far as we can go this year, Teresa.
Yeah, we're rediscovering Nova Scotia and Atlantic Canada. Staycations. Well, and I think we're watching the Newfoundland and Labrador team, and I think, Jocelyn, you made it over to Gander this summer. How was that?
It was awesome. We went and visited Bonavista this year. If you haven't been, that is a phenomenal place for whale
Look all
watching.
there.
I would recommend it to anyone. So if we're in this boat next summer,
Yep.
get over to Newfoundland. I recommend it.
I like the boat pun. Well played.
I do love my puns.
I think we just got to peel it off, eh?
I had him 8 inches on this side of center.
Yeah, Newfoundland and
problem is you get the
Labrador
low
certainly
point,
had
and then you
a
have to
challenging
go just
first
off the
6
center
months
line.
to the year
So
with
it's
their
tricky.
snowmageddon, and
I can give him out there.
then obviously with COVID hitting everyone. But I think it was a pretty nice summer as we also had a great
Sometimes he
summer
does,
in the rest of
sometimes he
Atlantic
doesn't.
Canada with
That's-
some
I
terrific
can try
weather,
this,
which
right?
certainly
Right out.
helped boost our spirits through all of the COVID challenges.
Definitely.
So Gibson's looking well set up to get their deuce here. They've got they're throwing up another corner to guard the rock. So and Thomas is playing fairly defensively, not wanting to give up more than 2. So they're choosing to peel the corners off for now.
You look all there.
There seems to be a lot of curl to the wings today.
I still like Peel. If you roll out, it's okay.
Yeah, we're seeing, I would say probably closer to 5 feet of curls for the wings, which is just fantastic. It's really gives the opportunity for the players to curl around the guards and get fully buried.
Hard! Really hard! All the way! Hard, hard, hard! Great.
And it makes the peeling a little more challenging too with all that swing, as we just saw there. It was actually an over curl on the peel.
Tight.
Roll.
Bit of both, small bit of both.
So Gibson's now, are they switching strategies and playing the hit? Did you notice there, Jocelyn, or are they throwing the corner again? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I was a little distracted. I'm not gonna lie. There was some pretty intense sweeping going on sheet 1.
Yeah, lots of rocks in play on sheet 1. They are playing the hit.
Yep.
I thought they were playing the hit, but then I looked at the broom and I thought that could also be the same ice for the corner guard.
I was thinking the same thing. That rock just over curled on them.
Firm's good.
Definitely seems like there's a little bit more curl today.
Yeah. Same way.
Either that or they're just to the rock. Maybe a little A, little B.
A little bit of both. Yeah, it looked like he threw nice control weight, but you can get a little bit of curl with that lighter weight. So maybe pinch the broom a bit,
and this rock is curling as well.
Yep.
Looks like a rollout here, so
okay, we might end up with a blank end here.
Yep.
A lot of curl that side of the sheet. Got him a bit inside, but not that much. A bit more ice, I think. I had you. Well, your first one you were.
Well, it looks
your
like
first one you were fairly inside.
They're drawing down, freezing to it.
That one was pretty close.
So they're still going for their deuce.
Line's a little tight.
Yeah. Well, usually on your interns, you give it a little back. I didn't see a whole lot of that.
Okay, good sweep, guys.
Well, we got to try to get rid of it.
Just a few feet short on that one,
I
but
think there's a lot of curl.
still in play.
Every rock's come down this path, this curl. Got to trust it. Yeah, that's good. Control. Should be a lot of curl down this line. Yeah. As long as you hit broom side, we're okay. Control. It'd be nice to just stick it over on the side somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Straight roll my first one.
I wasn't 100% sure. You guys called clean out of your hand, thinking I think it's going. And it was going.
Oh! Zach, don't touch it. No, no, no. Wait for it. Whoa!
So it looks like Thomas's team is playing a quiet weight here, hoping to stick around and really force Gibson to the one this
I was
end.
a bit wide there, so there's a lot of curl.
Yeah, it's a well-executed shot to
Right,
stick around and force
10. So
Gibson.
a little bit up weight and a little bit
Here.
wide. No?
And speaking of uniform, so Gibson has the Clearwater brand on the back, which for those of us here in Atlantic, we're very familiar with this brand, and they are the largest lobster producer. So it's when you're here in Atlantic, Canada, you want to go check out Clearwater and get some fresh lobster.
I'm also familiar with their other sponsor, Westside.
Yes, that's a good combination to go with your lobster, is to get some some cold beverages from Westside. Funny that a curling team would have a food and liquor
It's
sponsor.
a good combo. It's a good combo. That was very close. Just didn't quite curl up.
Just a little right there, right? I still like firm.
So this is an opportunity for Thomas to sit 3 here.
We can throw the same way I just threw. You want to throw the intern? That's fine. Oh, 10's good. Firm. Yeah, little inside is great.
Lots of excitement happening in the ice shed right now.
Yeah, there's definitely a little more volume going on out there than there were in the morning game. So I guess these teams had a chance for a little sleep in this morning, and they're ready to go.
I expected a bigger weight on that one, just with the amount of ice he was giving. It wasn't as much as in the past. So.
Okay.
So there's kind of a wall going up back there, so we'll see how this draw turns out.
Not as much curl that way. Not as much curl that way.
No, not with that weight either.
Were you trying to get a little away then? Once you know?
At the end,
About the same weight?
Yeah.
a little bit more.
What was the split on it?
Yeah.
A little heavy and chaps off, I guess, but about the same.
Well, see now, if we didn't roll away enough.
Gibson
if we
is
do a little
tightening
more
up the
roll
ice,
away,
it looks like, on this turn, since his other one ran
He's heavy now, he's
pretty
out already.
straight.
I gave it a bit at the end, guys. Easy! Easy!
Sweepers are on and off, which is a good sign. They're trying to hold the line so it doesn't go through the board.
Oh
Why
dear.
didn't you let it? Are you serious?
Oh,
That's
a tough one.
unfortunate.
All right. It's good.
So that will be a steal of 2.
Yeah, I thought so. I was close to peel. I was almost 7.5. 8, yeah. Anyways, that's it.
All right, well, we're changing up between ends. We'll just give you a rundown of what games we have out here. So on sheet 1, we have Coulter versus Stevens.
Yes.
Then we have our current game on sheet 8, followed by on sheet 2, Jones is playing Smith. And on sheet 4, Simmons is playing Manuel. So we'll keep you update on some of that action as we go along.
And most teams are going now into their second or third end. There's, I think, a little bit of variety across the board here, but I'd also like to mention that we have an online silent auction, and that's hosted by the Halifax Curling Club. And to enter, you can either check out their website, or you can check out their social media handles at Halifax Curl to enter, and there's lots of fantastic prizes from what I hear.
Yeah, the club has traditionally run a silent auction event when we've been able to host this event with spectators. So this year, due to COVID rules, we've moved it to an online auction, which actually means it opens up the opportunity to a lot more of people across Canada to participate. So we have all kinds of wonderful silent auction items that have been donated by many local businesses, and so please check it out at the club website, halifaxcurl.com, and there is a link there. It will take you to the hosting website where you need to create an account in order to place your silent auction bid. So I think the site is just going live or has just gone live. So if you don't see it there yet, you should see it by the end of this draw. And so please take a few minutes to log in while you're watching the game and check out some of these great options on there. This is a major fundraiser for the Halifax Curling Club, so we really appreciate any support that you can provide.
Line's good. Oh, then. Oh, let it work. We're further out there. That looks heavier.
So it's still early in this game. It's just after 2 ends, so there's still 6 more ends to come. And so really right now for Team Gibson, it's really about making sure that they score this end. You don't need to to go all out, really just trying to generate a deuce here, puts them right back into the game.
Like you said, it's only early and there's ample time to generate their points. So I suspect there'll be more rocks in play this end.
They're already on it, so.
I like a little bit of weight. This is only going to create a pocket or something. Just right here. Normal's good. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Roll away if you can. It's close on those. Yeah. A little hot.
Probably about that.
So I think the Gibson team is just trying to jiggle the rocks around, kind of create a wall. So they're looking for maybe back for weight.
Yep.
Whoa, you're real heavy. Okay, Mark.
Maybe just a little bit too much weight there. But it's still a rock in play.
I'm not sure. I like the bail too. Clean. Yep. Hard line. Right over. All the way up.
That was a great peel by Team Thomas. So they're really just trying to keep it open.
Andrew's just, moving the rocks around, trying to get a different angle to try and get an error out of Team Thomas. So he can make a nice corner freeze on this. He can perhaps bring his other back yellow one into play.
And even if nothing else, this might be a little bit short, but it's still almost a guard, really. So they might be able to generate a hit and roll or something that way
Right now it's okay
in
too.
behind.
Firm's good.
It looks like that probably won't happen.
I think so.
So maybe we can just give a quick update on the other games. On sheet 1, we have Coulter versus Stephen, and Coulter is up 2-0 on Stevens.
Stick in there is fine.
And on sheet 2, we have, which is technically sheet 3,
What's that?
we have Jones versus Smith. And apologize. Smith is up 2-0 over Jones.
It's actually 6. You
ahead,
can't
Jared.
see that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 6-0. So Smith is off to a good start.
Even better than what I thought.
We're dodging around the bodies here to
Yes,
see the scores. So yeah, on sheet 4, it looks like Simmons is up 2-1 on
Yeah.
Manuel.
Yeah.
I know Smith had a tough first game, so it looks like they've rebounded and come out firing in this one.
Definitely they're playing a strong team from New Brunswick. Lots of experience on the Jones rink.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't mind that though. You got
Yeah,
three
have
above, two
the
then, right?
have you talked to any of the New Brunswick players, Jocelyn? Have they had much? I know they had some shutdowns. Have they had much opportunity to play much this year?
I think there was just the one event hosted at the Capital Winter Club back in October, which is, I think it conflicts with one event that happens here in Nova Scotia, so it's kind of a divide of where the teams will go to for their event. But we did have the Monktonian canceled this year, which is now a men's and women's event, and that was closed in the third week of October, but they've rescheduled now, and it's now being hosted in December, but with a very short turnaround for the Nova Scotia players with their provincial qualifiers. So I think it's a difficult time, to say the least, and I know it's challenging for the New Brunswick players because they have to travel to most of their events.
I was worried it was going to.
Having one top 8, top 4 in the pocket. Now they got trouble.
I think going around there was the right way.
It was the right time to
Either
do
one
it.
was fine.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah, for those tuning in across the country, what you may notice in watching the play is that the players aren't wearing masks, and that we do allow the 2 sweepers as well as the skips or the ones who are in control of the house to be able to sweep behind the tee line. So, and that's because here in Nova Scotia we. Due to the low level of COVID cases, we were able to, the health authority relax some of our rules. So it is very much, when you're out on the ice, very similar to regular curling. But we do continue to wear masks indoors. You do have the option to remove the masks while you're actually playing the sport of curling. So it might look a little different than if you've been watching games from other provinces where they have more stricter requirements. So we're certainly very thankful for our situation here in the Atlantic bubble, and we continue to closely monitor things. And that, as we all know, that can change very quickly. So we remain vigilant and prepared to go back to more stricter requirements if necessary. But for now, it's we're certainly very thankful here in the Atlantic bubble, and we hope that the rest of the country can get back to that same level of limited restrictions.
close that. No, never, never, never.
So this rock looks like it's
straight
backing
there.
up a little bit on Thomas.
That's really straight there.
This does provide an opportunity for Gibson now sitting second shot
Yeah, not to miss by that much. So.
for a potential to this end. So the red rock that is in the 4 foot is at least half open, so they do have access to that. There's definitely some opportunities here in this end to capitalize on that and get them back in the game.
Well, the wind here, you got to run. You got to run.
Yeah, for sure. A big turnaround here, and all of a sudden the deuce is back in play.
That's the 5 rock rule for you, Teresa.
Exactly. Never give up.
Yep. Before early on means nothing. That's what you always say.
If you're going to get down 4, you
Yeah.
might as well get down early.
That's right.
Two of your. That's right. Yeah.
Follow me about it. Forward hack.
How much is that buried? You still have buried, yeah.
Max. Yep.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's close.
So it looks like the call is to come down and tap it out with quiet weight.
Backline to hack. Just kind of bump it. Roll a little. Late 2.
Yeah.
Might whack the open one. Who knows?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm thinking of a curl here.
That's what I'm saying, Flair. Yeah.
Yep. Yes!
Oh, great shot.
That's a great shot.
That's a good shot. That looks gone to me. Yeah, firm weight right here.
Sweet, guys.
This is going to curl, yeah. Let me see.
That's good.
You think that's good? Okay.
So this is the final
Just
rock
firm.
for Colin
Nose.
Thomas
Yeah.
this end in the 3rd end.
Little roll in is probably all right.
I see lots of mustaches out there, Teresa.
Oh, it's that time of
It's
year.
that time of year. Or slight growth. Some are a little bit stronger than others.
Oh, we long for December, Jocelyn.
We certainly do. Although I think mustaches might be making a comeback.
Wide open.
Oh, no.
Edge and edge. Bumping her own, but I guess you're right. You could play board.
Just like that, an over curl, and all of a sudden a 3 is in play.
Got a lot more curl coming down that way.
Yeah.
Few risks involved here for sure. You know, could easily just draw for their deuce, but you know, if there's an opportunity for 3, they're right back in there with the 3.
Control by the time it gets down here, it's about half.
But it's a little bit risky,
I was thinking.
but it looks like they're going for it. It is fairly wide open from the other end, but it's a little it's more difficult to
right
stick
between.
around, I should say.
So I'm gonna throw about control, and I think by the time it gets down there, it'll be about hack the board. It looks like a lot of ice, but I'm thinking it's gonna curl at the end. We'll see. Yep. Yep. Yes! Whoa!
So they're
running
trying to
straight
make
on
this rock curl.
Okay.
And it's a 2 for Gibson. So they're right back in it. And the score is now 4-2.
Yeah, we got away with that. That's right.
Just need to give a bit more ice there.
No, so what it is on my first one, that's the straighter side, and I gave it a pop. And on my second one, it's the curly side, and I just
There's definitely a lot of rocks going on sheet 1. I don't know if the viewers from home can see now, but
Oh yeah, I think it's catching the edge of the telecast there.
Yep.
Yeah, holy cow.
Well, heavy?
all but 3 rocks are in play.
You look heavy.
So a really nice end by Team Gibson to get themselves back in the game. And in terms of Andrew's last shot, he definitely needed to make sure he took enough ice to not risk clipping his own out and making sure that he got his deuce. So again, well executed. I think their goal going into that end was to secure their deuce, and they did that. So
Well done.
Line's good. 6. Move. Really got to move this. Is that heavy? No? All right. Finish in now. Right here. Finish here. Yep. Finish not behind T. Go. Let's go, Mike.
That's a nice draw.
again, we're going to have another great end. It's setting up well. Wanted to give a shout out to our broadcasters, CBC and Bell TV1, for bringing you this live curling coverage in this year where we have so little to watch. I know we're all enjoying the opportunity to see live curling. And as well to 360 Live, our technical producer, who's helped bringing this coverage to you. And thanks to all the fans for tuning in. On this Friday the 13th, how's your Friday the 13th going, Jocelyn?
Well, I'm not at work, so that's a bonus. Yeah, no, it's going pretty well. For now. I don't always have the best luck, so we'll see how the day goes.
I know, I think everybody's probably feeling a little uneasy about Friday the 13th in 2020, so hopefully everybody out there is having a great day. And I've been in here since early, so the sun was shining this morning when I left. Was it still shining when you came in at lunch hour?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
fantastic.
It's a little cooler than it's been earlier on this week. We were so lucky to have such nice weather this week.
Line's good.
Felt like September. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we've been very lucky in Atlantic Canada to have a super summer and fall, and you know, just any day that you have nice weather and can get outside, it really makes such a difference.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit tight on that. Okay.
We have a nice setup for Team Gibson with 2 guards.
Gotta go. Heart line. Gotta go line. Okay.
Yeah, so great execution really by both teams. Lots of terrific shots. The leads are setting it up nicely, and it just makes for a fun end.
Definitely.
Little tiny tap is really good. It's on 6. looking for 6. Looks like we got a lot of line here.
So Team Thomas is trying to come
It's
down and
coming, but
freeze to
Oh, still
the
waiting for
yellow
it.
rock here.
Stay close, Mike. Nope. We need
And
to
it
get
looks
to the
like
nose.
it's getting
Whoa,
cut
whoa,
pretty
whoa.
nicely.
Yeah, pretty good
Good.
shot.
It's good.
Still quite a bit of curl on that side of the sheet as well. They took edge of the 12, so there's still lots of curl out there, Teresa.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
It makes you want to be out there and play.
Absolutely.
Maybe one day we'll have a women's event. I'm pushing for it. It's just such great ice conditions.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Yeah, this is actually the 3rd year that the Stu Sells 1824 Halifax Classic has been in existence, and like to recognize Stuart Sankey, who came on board along with organizer Stephen Thompson. It was really Stephen's concept of being in Ontario, watching the Brier, and realizing how great an event the Brier was, and so Stuart, questioned why we didn't have an event like this here in Atlantic Canada, and got speaking with Stuart Sankey from Stu Sells, who, as many curlers and fans know, has been a huge sponsor of curling for a number of events in the Toronto area, not both men's and women's, not just both men's and women's, but as well for junior events.
Right now.
And so when Stephen and Stu were talking, Stu graciously agreed to sponsor the inaugural event and has been on board ever since. And hence, combined with Stephen's organizational skills and other key volunteers like Craig Corbett, as well as the board of the Halifax Curling Club. Now we're into year 3 of this event, and it's definitely a sought-after event on the World Curling Tour that lots of teams from across Canada and the world want to come to, because the club does a great job hosting. We have fantastic ice.
It's a high caliber event, that's for sure.
Yeah. And we have great sponsors, so this doesn't happen without our incredible sponsors supporting it. And again, shout out to Stu, who's just a great friend of curling, and his continued support of not just this event, but many events.
You look heavy. Yep, line. Hard line. Real hard line. I just get so much curl.
Oh, we got lots of rocks in the forefoot this end.
This is looking good.
I'm trying to keep up with sheet number 1, so many rocks in play they can get.
Well, yeah, this is coming down into this. I don't mind this. Right? Even just cover a bit of that.
There's quite a few yellow rocks above the tee line, and I think that's probably what's concerning Colin Thomas right now, is that there's some opportunity for Gibson to remove his rocks.
We're going to curl as much this way. Okay.
For sure, Team Thomas wants to make sure that they score this end, and the play is really favoring them being able to do that without any guards in play. So they just want to make sure that they try and position their rocks well so that they score.
This is Stephen Trickett throwing third stones for Colin
Little bit
Thomas.
over. Come on. Nice.
It's a nicely executed shot there.
Perfect.
I'm really impressed with this team and their weight control. You can tell that a lot of time has gone into managing their weight control, and that's a key part of the 5-rock rule right now is managing your weight and having that quiet weight in your back pocket.
Get to the nose of this. You can go this way. I think it's suck right now.
A little more roll.
I was thinking if you can get to the nose of this,
That's
I don't know, control-ish or something. You're coming off
I'm
here
just wondering if
and,
he can
and
get
spinning,
two of the reds. I
and
think
then
that
the shooter's
goes-
just staying with
touches
there. That's my thought.
next red, doesn't it? Or it's going into this one over here.
Do you like the outturn?
He'll have another yellow up
Control
top.
away.
Yeah, I
Good.
think that's right. I hope he does. Then he's not jamming on the one on the side. Depends how skinny he hits it, really. You can't be throwing much weight for that leg. That's a straighter spot, right?
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Shot.
Well, that was an exciting shot. He just got through that port. This is turning out to be an interesting end.
It's almost looking like a pool game instead of a curling game. They're just kind of shuffling the angles around.
They are.
Throw. They're good.
Leave it right here, right? Tap it up. You can even. You just throwing.
For those of you who are just tuning in, I'd like to also remind everyone that there is an online silent auction taking place with lots of fantastic prizes. Everything from Lindt chocolate gift baskets to weekend getaways in Bootlier Point. It's really, really awesome to see all of the continued sponsors and just how much the members have gone out of their way to contribute to the silent auction. And to enter, all that you have to do is either visit the Halifax Curling Club website at halifaxcurl.com or check out any of their social channels. And what we're asked what we've asked people to do is create an account, and then you can sign up and start the bidding. So we encourage everyone to check it out and to get involved. There's lots of great prizes. So this is a great way for the club to
What's that?
because viewers can't come in and watch the games this
It's gonna
weekend.
come
This
off
is a
this
great
and
way
go
for
to
the
that.
club to
That goes back to the
fundraise
weight.
and support events like this. So it's
Either
really
like
important that
same as you,
everyone
that control,
goes in and checks it out.
or I can throw it
Pound sweep.
like
And a
firm.
good
Yeah, I know,
opportunity
I know.
for some early Christmas
Tight,
shopping.
but
It's gonna come off, yeah, into right here. What's that?
Nothing into that.
Oh, it's
So if
got
you're
another good
wondering
chunk
what
of
to
it.
buy me, people, check it out.
It depends on like what weight I throw.
if it gets in.
Chocolates, golf, weekend getaways. This is like speaking right
Oh,
up
I
your
think you
alley,
can.
Teresa.
Sounds
Once it
good.
gets to here, it's covered up pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
So like normal? Say normal with that.
Jocelyn's getting married January 2nd, so it could be some good wedding gifts on there.
And that's the announcement. If you didn't know,
Straight back.
That was sort of normal.
And you sit half buried
Yep.
behind.
it's right around the corner.
That's
It's a
what it is.
COVID wedding,
We
that's
gotta
for sure.
Try to run something in
Been
there.
reduced and repurposed.
Rescheduled.
So the this is the first stone for Andrew Gibson. Looks like he's possibly playing the double
Just kind of curl.
with a quiet weight.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So a little bit of a miss there, but still,
That's
still some rocks in play.
Sorry, guys. That was not a good throw.
Shot
This
isn't the
definitely
concern
is
right
a
now.
end of
In front of this rock
angles
is a concern, right?
for sure.
Not my best effort.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about this double still here, right? If we're in front of it.
Team Thomas is really looking for the best way to try. Like right now, they're sitting well laying 2, but you know, this with that yellow rock top 12, there's an easy run back for Gibson. So they're just trying to figure where to position their rock to try and you know, secure their existing points and keep
Definitely.
that in play.
No. Give me middle 8.
Just tightening up the ice a little bit there. I think it's really critical that they block off that run back
Yeah. We want to be in front of our
because
rig.
there is that yellow run
You know, a piece buried behind that.
for Gibson's
yellow
team
is,
on the next
perfect.
shot.
If you can bring it right to that pocket of the red yellow, go right ahead. Don't really want to tap it.
Even if they're half buried on this, that's not the end of the world. I think that's probably the most important part.
95 defense. Oh! Hot! Close! Hard line! Real hard! Real hard, guys! Real hard! Yeah, keep going, Zach.
Oh, what a great shot.
Beautiful shot.
Let's see. Yeah, it was pretty close.
Could not have placed that any better.
No.
Yeah. That's right. Because we're third, right?
So
Yeah, exactly.
the Thomas rink is currently sitting 3 with
With
hammer.
a little bit of a tap on the yellow, right?
Yeah,
Making sure
Gibson
that.
is in trouble.
The freeze or the hit? I think the hit is a little bit tricky because there's so many rocks in play. Probably looking if there's a jam.
What's that?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't think you can really call that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's potentially jamming on the side there.
No. No.
Yeah, the Thomas rink really put that in a fantastic position. Makes it very tricky.
I was straight at it.
Yeah.
Very interesting end and very
That's
well
what I was thinking. If
executed
you can
by
find a way to
By
get
both
both
teams.
teams.
to walk down the weight, though,
Yeah.
We did,
it's going to be cut. If you get the noses, you're getting a good chunk of that.
I think Mike is looking
I mean,
at
if you get a high side,
hitting
you'll
as
land
much
it
as he can
here
see of that,
and get it to here, but
the rock that's biting the button.
Yeah, it really seems like that's all he's got.
Yeah,
Even 2 and 4 is
And you just gotta hope it doesn't jam on the side.
yeah.
a 4-point lead. If he makes it, draw.
And the draw to the buttons.
Now we
Pretty
gotta try
tough.
to get him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if the yellow's there, though, it'll come shallower and make it under.
and like bump, and then you're rolling to here because you got to bump it to get to there, saying, or bump it off that. You probably need like hack because you're gonna be getting a good chunk of that, and they just die so quickly.
Yeah, it's a good
That's the
situation.
problem.
Walking around and hitting the Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he does hit that, I guess, and he hits it on the nose as much as he can see, he will be sitting there and it will be wide open. So
Okay.
there might still be an opportunity for potentially 2 for Team Thomas.
Feel that? I don't know. Well, I don't like either result. Like, I mean, these shots.
So it's definitely a difficult
Shots
decision
further
to
away.
weigh the options
That's
here.
drawn to a dime.
We have lots of close games happening.
What do you think?
Yeah, sheet 1 is all tied up. We haven't seen what's happened yet in the 4th end. But that is Coulter versus Stevens. So again, both Nova Scotia teams. So these teams are quite familiar with having played each other a number of times over the years.
That's what he keeps it yellow in the top of the 4-foot, and he splits it back. If he's in front and we have to mess around with something, I don't
So
know.
it looks like he's elected to maybe play a little bit quieter
A lot of
weight.
great options.
Maybe a back line or
Back
half,
line
something
weight,
like
try to
that.
bump it on a little bit of an angle, leave a pocket.
I think that's a good call too, because
He might be able to tap
you
it.
know, regardless, it could have been 2 if he sat there and made the double. So it's
Right?
I think this gives him more opportunities to potentially reduce the score. I like this call.
Not heavy.
I know, yeah.
Hard line.
Well, he's got the line for nose, I think. He's exactly what he wants to be, I think, right?
So
4-2.
Yeah, maybe just a little light
little
on that.
light, yeah. Looks like they're sitting third.
So close.
Definitely, it was really close, just over curled slightly.
Jam in here. Like,
Little
you
light.
can't really hurt yourself, can you?
However, I'm not sure that he can
Remove it.
hit
without-
that and
Yeah.
get 4th, right?
Oh, you're trying to put it across the face. I was thinking into it in a little roll or something.
It might just be
closer
a
to
shot
nose.
for 3.
And then we're into this one, right? I don't know. What's the worst case playing at this?
It's not. I mean, we played right onto that. We should probably get 4.
Yeah. Well, so
Again, really
track
interesting
is one
end.
case,
There's
we
not
push
a
that out,
guard in
that's not
play.
good, then we get
All the
one,
play
that's
is in the house. Don't
I
see that
know.
very often.
No.
Really an opportunity for
Got a memory.
what looks like possibly a four.
I know. Up to you. I'm fine with you.
If you hit nose and pick that away,
Only get 2.
well, nose, that should go across and up, and you're sitting right there.
So a really good study by both teams on the angles, and you know, for players to really know what the impact is, what kind of weight to throw, and how to keep repositioning those angles.
You see? Well, you might be touching this. You're probably touching that one. Look, you're almost definitely touching this one. So that's not good.
Definitely lots of discussion taking place.
3/4 into this. But if you hit nose, you're losing one. You're only getting two, you're still getting 2 with nose. If we jam here, what's
So
the
scoring update on sheet 3. So Smith continues to lead Jones, and the score is now 7-1, playing the 5th end. Jocelyn, what's going on in sheet 4?
I might have to peek around the corner here. We'll give an update in a few seconds.
5, up 4. That's pretty good. I think we got to throw it at.
Well, it looks like 4-2 for Manuel.
Yeah.
Playing the, oh, they're in the 6th end.
You're trying to hit 3/4, right?
So they are
You gotta go
they are
fire
playing
back
at a significant, or are they in the 4th end maybe?
You can probably just throw it normal.
Fourth end. So they're on pace with this
Give a little
game.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-2 for Manuel playing the fourth.
Thin's the miss, right? I think we got to throw at it. Like, we're 2 right
Okay, it
now.
looks like we have a decision here. Not taking a lot of
throw
ice,
away
so they
for
must be
2, but-
throwing.
A hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have some time.
It's 3/4 rock for 3 and maybe 4. I think so.
Could potentially be a big end for Team
Any big weight,
Thomas.
you risk moving out the hole.
They're already sitting 2.
I'm pretty sure this is. What's that? There is, yeah. Outside is the miss. Oh! Close! No. Curl rock.
This looks to be running fairly straight for them. Interesting.
Okay.
So that'll be 3.
It's 3 though.
Good game, guys. Good luck. Yep.
I think that was worth it.
Good game. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not
Yep.
sure there was any way to get 4 there just with
Yeah.
the way
Yeah,
the jams
yeah.
were. So
Yeah.
he made the smart play, just kept the weight up so that it didn't overcurl.
Thanks, Marky.
So that'll be a 5-point lead for Team Thomas. Looks like that's it.
Oh, okay.
Good game. Good game.
So it looks like Team Thomas will take the win
Wow,
there
we've got,
after
yeah.
after 5.
Hey, clean the rocks now.
I was going to say we have handshakes, but not under COVID, so it's so safely conceding the game. So congratulations to Team Thomas on a solid victory today. Very well played game, and yeah, it was fun working with you, Jocelyn. Thank you
Same
so
here,
much.
Teresa. It was fun. Short but sweet.
Yeah, for sure, and thanks everyone for
Oh, it
Oh.
sounds like we'll be continuing on.
bonus coverage coming up.
Yes.
Stay tuned, folks.
And I think we'll be taking over on sheet 3, Jones versus Smith.
You got that?
Stay tuned. We're just looking at readjusting our cameras to see if we can bring you some bonus coverage.
Yeah, I know lots of the guys on sheet 3, so that'll be a fun game to watch. So as we change our screens over to sheet 3, which is sheet 2 here at the Halifax Curling Club. So we have 1824, which is the year the club was founded in 1824. And it's the oldest continually operated club in Canada. So founded in 1824. Now I believe it was the home of the first Canadian Brier Championship in 1927.
That's right. It was called the Canadian McDonald's Brier back in 1927.
Yeah.
And the original trophy was a beautiful tea service, which you can, when our bubble opens up, you can all come down to the Halifax Curling Club and check out this tea service. We have it on display in our trophy case. There's a piece of curling history for you.
That's a pretty interesting fact, though. There's a lot of history here at this club.
Absolutely, and it's it's a very innovative club as well. Last year, the club decided to try and make better use of our ice shed facility in the summer. So they, because we have this beautiful, very brightly lit and spacious ice shed, we undertook to establish a pickleball program here. So there are 5 courts set up in the summer, and it's really a lot of fun to come down and for a couple hours in the evening and bat the ball around, and then our bar is open to have a cold beverage after. So it's a great way to pass the summer.
And Teresa, you played this summer, didn't you?
I did actually. We were a little late getting open because of COVID, but we got the pickleball courts up and running and approval by public health to open in July. So we were open in July and August. So it was a great way to get some exercise.
It's a good
and
workout.
have some fun. For sure, yeah. Pickleball is fun. Have you tried it yet, Jocelyn?
I haven't, but I do like, a good tennis match. So I like racket sports. So I think
Okay.
it would be up my alley.
Awesome. All right, next summer,
It's
game
on. It's on.
Game on.
So it looks like we're back in business, Teresa, on sheet 3. And we have Jones versus Smith, 2 away teams.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Newfoundland and Labrador versus New Brunswick.
Yep.
And I think Jones just scored, but I missed how many, so we'll wait for the scoreboard update.
Yeah, we'll wait for the update. Now, I read in a recent article this morning that Greg Smith was very keen on potentially getting to the Brier this year. He's very excited as a hopeful participant in the who knows what it will be Brier.
Exactly. We're all anxiously waiting to see if those events are able to run, and I know Curling Canada is making every effort to try and stage both the Briers and the Scotties and the World Championships safely.
Definitely.
So our fingers are crossed. Yeah, Greg's previously been to the Brier representing Newfoundland and Labrador, and he's a passionate supporter of curling and just an all-around fun guy and great guy to know. So he's definitely a fan favorite to get back to the Brier.
Definitely.
And his teams over the years have worked hard on their game, and they do travel to compete. And as we all know, it's extremely expensive to travel in Canada, and particularly from Newfoundland and Labrador, it's even further for them to travel to get the competition. So we often see this team playing in our Spiels here in Halifax, and it's great to have them here.
We have Scott Jones throwing lead rocks, but calling the game. And they're based out of New Brunswick.
So Jocelyn, you're from New Brunswick originally. You probably know a little bit about this team.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of experience on this team. Lots of Brier appearances. Even though there's 3 younger players on the team, both Jeremy and Chris have both represented New Brunswick at the Brier, so lots of experience for sure. And both had junior success. So I'm sure they're keen to get back.
Yeah, there's lots of great men's teams out of New Brunswick, and it's always a battle to see who comes out and represents at the Brier. So I'm sure this will be one of the strong contenders this year. And I'll give them a shout out on their jackets. It's pretty cool that they have a cloud with a lightning bolt going through it.
I'm a little jealous, to be honest.
And the colors are pretty sharp too.
They are.
So
I approve.
things might not be going their way on the scoreboard, but you know what? They're looking,
They're looking
good doing it.
Gotta feel good when you're out there.
Yeah, it's our first chance looking at this sheet, but it looks to be kind of a similar curl and speed as the others.
Mm-hmm.
Jones is just looking to get lots of guards set up.
Yeah.
To try and claw their way back into this game.
Now, I do have to make a special shout out today. And I wouldn't typically do this, but as it's Friday the 13th, it is also my dad's 75th birthday today.
Oh, wow.
And he is tuning in from Miramichi, New Brunswick. So as this is a New Brunswick watched game, I'll have to give a shout out to him on a big milestone birthday today.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, Stephen Adams. Way to go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Milestone birthday.
So
Those are
I'm
the
doing
best.
a virtual FaceTime later at a birthday party.
Awesome. And Stephen is from, Jocelyn's dad, Stephen, is from, lives in Miramichi and also was a very competitive curler a few years back.
Yeah.
and represented New Brunswick at the Briar as well. So
Yep.
happy birthday. Here's to many more, Stephen. And in honor of Stephen's birthday, Team Smith just made a wicked triple on those cards. So, and look at that. Oh my gosh, they are on fire.
What a shot. Talk about
First
cleaning
the triple
up.
on the guards and then the
Wow.
raised guard double. Wow.
High five for that shot.
Okay,
Woo.
poor Jones team is probably like, what do we need to do?
Exactly. They're just on fire.
So exciting to see this bonus coverage and these incredible shots from Team Smith.
Nice guard by Chris Jeffrey. just that time of the game where it's guards and peels. And they're doing everything right, and it's just that
Yeah.
it's going that way. I'm so impressed with all of these angles and the clarity of the TV here. It's pretty impressive.
Or is it for the washroom? Bernie? For the washroom?
Yeah, men's downstairs. Huh? We find out. Secret spot.
I suspect a freeze will be coming in play on that lonely red rock.
That's their last hope
Yeah,
there, I
that's
think.
the last hope for.
Other than a wide open miss.
Yeah, that's a hard shot.
Try one more guard.
It's a close game on sheet 1. Stevens versus Coulter tied up 2-2. With 2 blank ends in 4 and 5, so it's after 6, a very low scoring game.
Yeah, they started off the first few ends with lots of rocks in play, and they've seemed to retreated from that in the last few ends, but we've got a few rocks going now. Right now, Stevens has it set up nicely for a potential steal, so. Back to our feature game
I think
on
there's
sheet 2.
There's
You can
actually
see,
some debate if that rock is in or out. Sorry about that.
Greg's definitely trying to line it up to make it go away. He doesn't want to have them freeze down to it and have to peel it out. So.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if he made it.
That's the beauty of this club. Anything is possible. With such great ice conditions, you really can make any shot.
Exactly.
Oh, backswing.
That's a backswing.
Old school.
Yeah, I love it.
And
Oh, he's
close.
Oh. So close.
He still liked that throw. Just an update for sheet number 4 too. We have Manuel versus Stevens, and it is, Simmons, I should say, and the score is 6-2 for Manuel over Simmons.
Yeah, they're drawing to the open side here, so I'm wondering if you're
That
right,
rock might
Jocelyn,
be in
whether
play.
it is in play, and so the force is on.
I think they're hoping for the rings to potentially be off too. So well, maybe we'll just hope. And they're really sweeping
Yeah, some
hard to
great
get this
brushing
rock
here.
in play. Oh,
Well
they
done.
just wanted biter. Just enough. Great brushing. Sometimes those shots are the hardest shots because you have to be so precise.
Yeah, you don't want it to not be in for sure. Leave it short.
It's a lot of pressure on the brushers. Trust me. I've swept your rocks.
And done a fine job at it. They're on and off, so it
Yeah.
must be good.
Must be right on the nose. Yep.
All right, that rock
That'll
must
be-
have been in, I guess.
And that'll be one more for Team Smith with a 8-2 lead over Jones. And it looks like handshakes are taking place. So that'll be a win for Greg Smith from Newfoundland and Labrador over Team Jones from New Brunswick.
All right, that concludes our coverage for today. So thank you again to all the fans tuning in. And again to our presenting sponsors, Steel Subaru, and our partner sponsors, Superline Fuels, Stu Sells Realty, Clark Painter from Manulife Securities. It's been my pleasure on behalf of Jocelyn Adams and myself, Teresa Bring, to bring you coverage today, and we invite you to tune in later for further coverage. And happy Friday the 13th. Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe. Thank you again.